Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is succession, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is succession on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. And I hit that.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Ready. Yellow lady. Bound to lose one. Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray.
The Saints ball carrier.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
A 2-yard.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down.
Y'all got to play under
He throws
that,
and
man.
he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Complete to
Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a yard. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete.
Come on, bro. He got to drop that.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
He's got to drop that.
Drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. point. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Saints, 1st down.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Devin White, the linebacker. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to
he ain't catching White, bro.
And it's a pick 6.
I knew it was going to happen at some point.
From Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Kamara, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. On the ground, Kamara. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Tackled by Ndamukong Suh. A 5-yard pickup.
Now Breeze.
And it's 3rd down.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Saints.
That'll be complete to Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Breeze.
Come on, David. You got to catch that now.
It's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Jared Cook.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check. Kill.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. That was signaling a timeout call. As it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Breeze. Dancing to his left.
Y'all gotta be kidding me, bro.
Complete to
Jared Cook in the final seconds.
Y'all gotta be kidding me. Y'all let that happen.
The Saints are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
25-yard line. The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Brady and the Bucks now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be...
You talking to me?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now left side on the swing pass. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Yeah.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Brady to throw again. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
A gain of
23 yards, the final tally. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
at the Saints' 9-yard line.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Saints 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Levante David in on the tackle.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Carlton Davis picks it, and they will take over at the 26.
Get out of here, boss. Scrub.